Okay. My goal is 59 or 60. If I get 59 really fast, we'll go for 60. Anyway, after hitting that high a level, because I grabbed all that, I want to get Windy Feet. Yeah, that's not really useful. Stormy Feet would be nice as well, so would all of these, but I think a higher priority would be getting better Guardian Angels, and then grabbing Escape Artist, which is 2 points, which is 62. I think that I can maybe get the exact build that I want. The only issue is I can't get fucking Shock Bomb. Slay level 50 plus mobs. That's not gonna happen very easily. Literally, I don't think it's gonna happen with the plus 50 level mobs. Simply because there's just not a lot of them in this region. I think my only one is like fucking is actually just the rare mob. I didn't grind off stream, by the way. If I did, I would have went over what all I got done. So I guess that was pretty obvious. See, I can't pass up the double XP right now, which fucking sucks, because I am getting rather tired. Because so far, let's go over how Wynncraft's played so far. Wynncraft, so far, has played where it's been, I start the game, I grind out to level 50 to unlock the ability to play Hardcore, Ultimate Ironman, and Craftsman. And then I make it Hardcore, Ultimate Ironman, Craftsman, which then is, grind out Copper Gear for what? The first 2 days or 3 days? I think it's the first 2, because I wasn't going for tier 3s at that point. Right? I think I used fucking actual tier 1s for Copper Gear on my Paladin. That took no time at all. And then immediately after Copper Gear, we went into Granite Gear. And that took fucking no time. Then, after not quartz, after fucking granite, immediately I go into gold. And then it's immediately into sandstone. And we died. And then I made a new character, which we played for the rest of that day. And then that one died. And then we played another new character. And then it somehow wasn't in Ultimate Ironman, and I didn't really like it. So there goes the wizard too. And then we make this character, and it's grind out copper for a day, grind out granite the next day, and then grind out gold the next, like, 3. And then it's grind out XP so that I can level up and doing caves and quests and shit for a few days. And then that's just me putting off grinding fucking sandstone. And then after getting sandstone, it's basically immediately grind out more caves, more quests, and more levels, which took less than like a day. And then we're grinding iron. I just put off iron for fucking ever, because we took forever to grind out sandstone and gold because we went for tier 3s. Plus, it also took forever because we had to grind out levels, which meant a bunch of nonsense that didn't fucking matter in the end, just so that we could make our gear. It's finally slowing down, and then double XP shows up out of nowhere for Valentine's. And then with that, I can't really pass it up because I'd still be at level, what, 53, 54 right now without this double XP right now? And then it would just be a fucking slog to get to 60 because I'd be playing real slow and wouldn't be leveling until after I get my full fucking gear, which we're already in fucking 4 out of the 8 pieces with the weapon. Right? So the issue is, it's so grindy in Craftsman, and it's too easy without Craftsman. That's my issue with all the games that I play. There's so many games I wish I could play right now. I want to play Dark Souls. All the Dark Souls games are on sale, 50% off right now, except for Elden Ring. And I don't want to fucking play them if I can't play through all of them in one go. Right? Never played through any of the Dark Souls games. I can't get Bloodborne because it's not on PC, and I can't play fucking Demon Souls because I don't think it's on PC either. Right? So it's just a bunch of bullshit. And then I want to play Power World, but Power World's fucking $30. I don't have $30 to spend if I'm saving for a fucking PC now, do I? You see the issue. Thank you for the follow, Keiru. Sorry, I was talking about how shitty it is that all the games that I play are so fucking grindy while grinding. Am I doing today? I'm fine. I woke up like an hour ago. And it's fucking 8 p.m. Let's, kill this guy first. No. Follow numbers do fucking nothing on Twitch. Yeah, I want to play Power World, but I don't have the money for Power World. I want to play through all the Dark Souls games. They're all half off, but there's no point if I can't get Elden Ring with them. And I can't get Bloodborne and Demon Souls. Because Bloodborne and Demon Souls aren't on PC as far as I'm aware. Without you fucking going through illicit means. And then... fucking... okay. The games I've played recently are Old School RuneScape, which is literally just grind. Black Desert Online, which is just grind, but it's like infinitely worse than Old School RuneScape. Because the grind is that much more stupid. It's going to take, I believe it was 1,000 hours of me grinding the same 5 enemies for, yeah, 1,000 hours of grinding the same enemies to get enough materials to upgrade my gear once in Black Desert. And then I was playing Skyblock. People have come all into my DMs being like, hey, I'm an artist. Buy my art. I can't buy anyone's art. I'm broke. Here's the thing with that, Will. If you are a small streamer, and when I say small, I mean less than a 10 average concurrent viewer. I would say medium would be 50 to 10. And I would say big is anything bigger than that. And then there's the really fucking big guys out there with the thousands. But like, if you are a small streamer, or you know someone that is a small streamer, if you have a Discord, or you are in a Discord of a small streamer, I'm in like 30 of them, because in the past 2 years, I have met a good deal of them. I've got a few friends that do it. Some of them get like fucking 100, some of them get like fucking 1, some get 0. Like, if you're in any of those servers, even up to the, like, medium streamers that are almost big, they will get fucking artists that come into everyone's DMs that look like a streamer. You don't even have to be a streamer for them. They'll just be like, hey, do you want to buy my art? And then the worst part is, the absolute worst part is... Every artist that has come into my DMs has said that the price is whatever's in my fucking balance. Whatever my last Twitch paycheck was, is the exact cost. That's the exact cost. Every time. It's fucking weird. They always ask $500. Nah, they always ask me the exact fucking cost of the last Twitch payout, which is like 55.37 or some bullshit, or like 52.28. It's always the exact fucking one. All my art, everything that you see on my stream right now, if you go look at my emotes, if you go look at my profile picture, if you look in the top left corner of the stream right fucking now, every single one of these, every Karu's message, I already read it. Every single one of those pieces of art, including here, I have a second live overlay. I've got an alternative one. This is the alternative one, which is a bit too big for this game. That's why I have it turned off right now. want to ask you to join a Discord for a possible SMP, but also do not want to bother you. I've been asked that a few times. The last time was like a year ago, though. Last time, it was a heavily story-driven SMP that was like fully fucking scripted. And I was like, nah, that sounds like a pain in the ass. What is this? I don't actually know this. Lost Heirloom. Mana Steel, Thunder Damage, and Gather XP. That might actually be decent. I know that those are bad. I mean, I can check this. Yeah, it is Primeval Skin. I was never asked. No, I just made one. It is not scripted. Here's the thing. I probably play a bit too much Minecraft as is. I play Wynncraft. I play Hypixel Skyblock. I have my own hardcore world, and then every day for the past while I've been doing pixel art in my own worlds and a bunch of other bullshit. I play too fucking much Minecraft. Here's the thing, if I joined anything like that, I probably wouldn't be fucking active. One, because I'm looking into getting a new PC soon. And, well, hopefully it is soon, but I'm gonna have to sell this one to be able to afford it. Which means that I'm just straight not gonna have a PC for like a month. You can do whatever you want. Also, yeah, that is... So, that was the follow for follow thing that you guys saw earlier. I don't understand why people do that, other than to try and gain affiliate. Which, affiliates, that's not the hard part for affiliate, getting the follows. The hard part's getting the concurrent viewers. So I don't see why people would go out of their way to want follows on Twitch. I could see why you'd want to go out of your way to get subs on YouTube, because I'm pretty sure that plays a factor into the algorithm on YouTube, right? I got my affiliate real quick. It's been 2 years already, but I got my affiliate within, I believe I got it within like a month or two of starting streaming, and I got it right on my birthday. So my birthday stream like doubles as an affiliate anniversary. It's fucking weird. The hard part is getting the viewers. Because Twitch, although it is easier to monetize on Twitch than YouTube, it is harder to get started on YouTube and way easier on Twitch, even though you'll get like no viewers for years sometimes. I don't play a lot of like fully vanilla Minecraft, because Wynncraft and Skyblock are not vanilla. The only vanilla things that I do are my pixel art and my hardcore. I was playing a lot of All the Mods 9 earlier, like a month or two ago. Modded for factions. mods right now. I've been thinking about making my own mod, but I know how to make mods, like, barely, but, like, it's such a pain in the ass. For some reason, Blockbench just refuses to work properly, so it's making models for Minecraft a bitch right now. Yeah, you learn Twitch real fucking fast. It's a lot harder to learn YouTube because of YouTube's constantly changing fucking algorithm. And you gotta chase fucking clout all the goddamn time if you want to grow. Which is annoying. If I want to play a game, I want to play that game. I started my stream with Viscera Cleanup Detail 2 years ago. Viscera Cleanup Detail hasn't had viewers on Twitch in like 3 or 4, maybe 5 years before I fucking started streaming. I started streaming with a dead game because it's a game that I liked. If you like a game, you should be able to play it on your stream or YouTube without wanting to worry about, oh, no one's gonna watch this because the algorithm has said so. Maybe I'll think about joining. I don't fucking know. Probably not. I actually don't remember who invited me to the SMP like a year ago. Seems a little fucked to me. Anyway, I forget what I was talking about. Servers probably wouldn't like me because my bases are always super fucking pragmatic and like there for function over everything fucking else. So it just ends up being a fucking big ass hole in the ground.
Screen element, narrator, off.
Fucking narrator, I hate narrator. So annoying because it's literally bound to control plus B, which is literally right next to where my thumb sits for my spacebar, and I need to hit V to do my arrow shield to reproc it. Anyway, you said that it's annoying to catch up when people like get really far in like Power World. I agree. A lot of people probably don't like playing some games with me because I'll play a lot without them. But then, like, there's other games where I specifically try to play solely with that person so that we can experience the story together for story-driven games. Like, I've been doing that with Zombie Army 4 right now. And it's really annoying, because all of a sudden, one of their friends grabbed it while me and them were playing it and joined us, and now they're playing it with them, and now it's just annoying. I was thinking of making, so I think I've gone over this mod like in the past few streams, the idea that I had. Basically, if anyone knows Dr. Hat, which probably a lot of people fucking do, since they make Minecraft mods and have a pretty popular fucking YouTube, then they do collaborations with Fundy and other people. They made a mod that adds rats and shit. Basically, I just wanted to take that mod and basically make something similar, but like, not really. Because pangolin. And I like pangolins. And having a bunch of pangolins would be fun. I also need to make a model for a pangolin so that I can swap the armadillo's model and name around in my resource pack. Swap the name around for the armadillo scoot to like pangolin scales. If Blockbench was just actually fucking working, it'd make doing some of this shit real easy. Also, someone suggested that instead of the armadillo, they swap it out for a pangolin, because pangolins are like their entire order. Like, you have species, family, genus, order, right? I believe that's how it goes. And their entire fucking order is like ranking on fucking extinction because of humans. And someone suggested that they swap out armadillos with pangolins, because you can basically do all the same shit. Pangolins have scales and shit, just swap out the scoot for scales. Leave the same obtaining method and all that shit, right? And someone responded to that suggestion with, oh yeah, let's add COVID to Minecraft, because pangolins have a 99% matching virus to the originator virus, the one that started it all, which I don't see how that's a pangolin's fault at all, because how is it the fault of a very reclusive animal that tries its damnedest to avoid humans that humans fucking hunted it down and ate it and got sick? It makes zero sense. It's the stupidest fucking argument I've ever heard. Never mind, no. It's not the stupidest argument I've ever fucking heard. There was someone that tried to argue that the fucking moon is just a reflection of Earth. And that the Earth is just inside one of the craters. And there's many Earths. And we live on Big Earth, which is my favorite conspiracy theory because it's so stupid. I don't remember who was responsible for that, but it was real funny. Also, I am dying rather quickly. That's kind of scary. I know someone that makes Minecraft resource packs, so I can ask them about resource pack bullshit. The issue I have is not that, though. The issue I have is I don't know anyone that makes Minecraft mods for Forge, for Fabric, for Quilt, for NeoForge, for any of that shit. So if I want to learn, there's no one that I know that I can just ask. I'm gonna have to fucking look it up and figure the shit out myself, which isn't easy, because most things that try and tell you how to do modding or like how to use Blender. I've tried to learn Blender like a dozen fucking times, using an assortment of videos and being taught by someone, and it's never fucking worked out. Anyway, it just doesn't work. It's a lot easier if you have someone to teach you. Right? It was a lot easier to figure out how to make my own resource pack when I talked to Misa and asked them and their community about stuff. It's a lot easier if you have people to ask. And figuring out how to mod sounds like a pain in the ass. Because Forge is different to Fabric. So if I make a mod for Forge, it's gonna be written completely differently from Fabric and from Quilt. I don't know if it'll be different from NeoForge. If I write specifically for Quilt, then it might not work on normal Fabric, which is an issue. If I write it on NeoForge, there's a chance it doesn't work on Forge. And then if it's on NeoForge, it probably doesn't work on Quilt or Fabric. So you end up having to basically rewrite the whole fucking mod like fucking 10 times just to get it fully functional with everything that you want. It's probably best to stick to just one thing, but what if I want to add my mod to a mod pack that already exists, like all the mods 9, or all the Fabric? One being Fabric, one being Forge. What if I want to add it to a Quilt mod pack? What if I want to add it to this or that? Like, there's just a bunch of issues. I don't know how to code in any language at the moment. And I know that coding is that the fucking joke with programming is just, oh, just look it up and rip it from GitHub. Which, yeah, would work if the shit that you're wanting to do has already been done. But, like, what if what you want hasn't been done? How am I supposed to know what the fuck to do then? If I want to make a model to use on stream, a 3D model to use on stream, or to use in VR chat, if I want to use it in VR chat, I've got to make sure that it's got the proper bones. I don't know how that works. I got to make sure that it's got the correct physics. I've got to make sure that it's not too big. I got to make sure it's the right height. I got to make sure of all these different things. If I want to make it have full body, I've got to make sure all the joints are 100% fucking correct. It's just annoying for fucking little to no reason. Anyway, what was I talking about? I remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, you also need to then texture it. I don't know how to texture a 3D model outside of Blockbench. Because Blockbench just generates a model, a texture template that you can export into fucking Photoshop, into Sprite, into anything. Sprite's what I use for pixel art outside of Minecraft. And also, if you want to make a model for VR chat, you then have to go through Unity to make sure you have everything done right. To do all the toggles and all this bullshit, which I don't know how you do. Which I don't know exactly what you need to do for if you're going to use it on stream. I could probably ask Monica, but it's just annoying for fucking no reason. Yeah, my bow's half dead. I'm gonna go repair. I wanted to write a bot for Twitch as well. Like, I've had so many ideas that I want to do, but I don't have the money to get anyone to do them for me, and I don't have the knowledge to do them myself. And getting the knowledge is such a pain in the ass. It's so much harder to learn than to pay, but you can't pay if you don't have the money, which means that your only option is to learn, and not knowing what path to go down to actually be able to learn is very annoying. We're gonna have to make a bunch of scrap eventually soon. What? 22 scrap? Hold the fuck up. Oh no, that's bad. I'm gonna need like my entire pouch full of fucking scrap at some point. Oh, that makes playing on Ultimate Iron Man such a pain in the ass. Because if I was playing on normal Iron Man, I could just store the shit in my fucking ender chest, and I'd have no issues. That's a pain in the ass. Anyway. There's so many ideas that could work. I've had an idea for a company as well. But to start a fucking company, not even in a global scale, just in a fucking local scale, is already exorbitant amounts of money. Let alone actually knowing how to operate said company. Because you need to be able to, one, deal with customers, procure stock, make sure that everything's fucking running well, and all that other bullshit. It's extremely stupid and difficult and costs a fucking fortune just to start. Like, everything's annoying. Oh, you want to know how to mod? Okay, what game? Because that determines a lot. You want to mod Minecraft? Okay, you gotta learn how to do it in one of the mod languages. You have to learn it for Forge. Fabric. Quilt's a little bit different from Fabric, but it can run most Fabric mods. But some things it can't. And some things it can that Fabric can't. Right? Maybe you want to make mods for Skyrim. Okay, cool. Learn how to use fucking Blender now for your models. Because it's the only free thing, and if you don't learn that, and you need a paid one, it's just gonna cost you a fuck ton of money for no fucking reason. When you could have just learned the free one, that everyone fucking uses. Oh, and you need to learn how to use... What is Skyrim written in? C++? I don't fucking know. But, like, different games are written in different fucking languages. So, making a mod for Skyrim is going to be different from making a mod for Viscera Cleanup Detail, or for Cyberpunk 2077, or Red Dead Redemption. It's just a big pain in the ass. The idea that I had for a company would literally not work without it being international. Because you would legitimately need international fucking farms and bullshit to work with you. You'd need farms from China, from Africa, from India, from Europe, and the US and South America. All to procure your stock. It'd be a big pain in the ass, because if you can't procure the stock specifically from Asia at the very least, it legitimately wouldn't fucking work. Because like 90% of the fucking shit is over there. Fuck it, I'll just say it. If you wanted to make something like trade coffee, but for tea, it just wouldn't work unless you actually could get all the tea from around the fucking world and ship pretty fucking easily. Trade, I believe, is just in the US. I don't actually know if it's outside yet. But like if you want to be a luxury tea brand that sells tea straight from farm to your fucking door, and you're just the middleman so that people don't have to go to like fucking 50,000 farms for this fucking tea. It's such a pain in the ass because like half the tea is from Asia, from China and Japan specifically. You got red tea, oolong, pu'er, jasmine, all these green teas, and like a bunch of other bullshit, and it's all over in Japan and China. Then you got the teas from over in India. You have a few that are native to the Americas and grown here, and only here. You have foraging only teas, which if you wanted to do that would cost a fucking fortune. Because you'd either have to forage it your fucking self or learn how to cultivate it, which in and of itself would cost a fucking fortune. Then you got teas that are made from saps instead of leaves, or from pieces of fruit instead of from leaves. It's just such a pain in the ass. And you have to run that company so that it doesn't run itself into the fucking ground trying to control all that bullshit. See, I love me my tea. That's the only reason I fucking thought of this idea, which, if it exists, I don't know what it is. No one's ever told me about it. The only one I've ever heard of is fucking coffee. But like, as trade does it so that you get it freshly roasted, there are people who make tea. There's teas that are made when the leaves are still fucking wet. There are teas that are made when it's that you want to make when it's freshly dried. There are teas that you want to wait fucking a dozen years for it to ferment and then make it. Like pu'er. There's all these different variables. There's black tea and white tea, which are the exact same leaf picked at different maturities. White tea's the immature leaf, I believe, and black tea's the mature one. There's so many variables, just like with coffee. Yet I don't hear anything about, oh, you want this tea? Pick which one. You want an immature green tea? Cool, we can do that. It's probably going to cost you a bit more because green tea, I'm pretty sure, is typically picked mature. If there are green teas that are made when the leaves are immature, I don't know them. I've done a fuck ton of tea. You got red teas and other shit too. The tea that I'm most interested in right now, though, is some of the tea that's only available to to be forged in the US and it's not been cultivated. Like, it seems so obvious to make a company focused solely on tea and selling it like trade does, that I'm surprised that I've not heard of one. Yeah, there's fucking Lipton and all these other fucking bullshit tea brands where they're like making black tea. Most of them make black tea over in the West because black tea is what's drank over in the US. It's what's used to make sweet tea. It's what most Americans will drink as hot tea if they drink hot tea. The only other ones probably being just nondescript green tea. Right? If they're a fucking snob, then they'll go and grab some other bullshit. If they're from the UK, they'll start drinking their English breakfast and Earl Grey. Earl Grey fucking sucks. Anyway, there's so fucking much. I just don't get it. Starting said company would cost a fucking fortune. Because either you would have to start as just a little nondescript tea brand that sells black tea if you're in the US to get any sort of success and funds, and then slowly acquire teas such as green and oolong, jasmine, all these like mainstream teas that everyone knows about, like Earl Grey and English breakfast. Right? Just so that you can fucking finally start selling the shit that you want. And then at that point, what's the fucking point? You've already got a successful tea brand. Why expand beyond the scope that you don't need to? You don't need to sell red tea. You're already making bank selling black tea because you're in America. But then again, there's no room to just start a brand for tea because it's already a completely saturated market. You have all these different tea brands. Some people will only drink black tea if it's Lipton. Some people will only drink fucking this other bullshit tea if it's from this specific brand because they like that brand. So a new brand of tea is gonna struggle. Like, yeah, I get why it's not been done if it hasn't. I need to look and see if it has. It probably has. It seems really stupid if it hasn't. Here's the thing. I know that there's brands that sell a lot of tea. There's brands that sell pu'er, and they sell oolong, and they sell jasmine, and all the mainstream teas. And they sell some of these more niche teas. But, like, they don't sell... Pu'er is typically in a in a tea cake. It's a big ass like block of dried fermented tea leaves. If you're not supposed to trust any brand that says that they're selling you pu'er if it's not in said block, because they could just lie. There's nothing stopping those brands from saying, oh, this is pu'er, and then they just sell you some funky black tea. Because it's gotta at least taste different from black tea, don't it? Right? So you're supposed to only really get the tea cakes if you want pu'er, which I love that tea. That tea is really good. But you can't fucking trust, like, brands unless it's in that cake. And you're not really gonna get a good cake unless you go to fucking China. It's just like cheese and coffee. Cheese is the same fucking thing. Some people like their Swiss cheese aged. Some people like it fucking fresh. Some people like their fucking fresh mozzarella. Some people like the other bullshit, where it's part skim or fucking no fat. Some people like different cheeses like that. It's fucked. See, I would not trust a red tea that comes from Africa. One, because if it even is legitimate red tea, it could just be, it's probably made with fucking child labor in the middle of fucking Africa. Even if it's from China, it's still probably made from fucking child labor. So it's kind of fucked. You want these teas, but like you don't want to buy tea from a brand getting their tea from fucking child labor or from a illegitimate source. I would not personally buy pu'er tea that did not come from China, because it is a Chinese-made tea that they fucking specially produce. I would not trust some place in Africa to produce a fermented black tea. The fucking climate is completely fucking different, and it would not be anywhere near the fucking same. Like, I don't get it. I just don't. They don't understand all I have, all I have. Also, someone earlier that I didn't respond to because there's so much fucking going on and I was already talking about shit. But if they are still here, Acropolix. Yeah, I don't understand how anyone speaks Czech if it has 34 different, like, equivalents to she. Like, it seems so stupid. Like, less than half of them have to be actively used within a person's lifetime. I know that Dutch has, was it, I know that it's 7 or 9. I know that it's an odd number, but I can't remember which one. But, like, Dutch has 7 or 9 fucking words for you. One of them literally being just the letter U. And it's fucking so stupid. I don't get it. Why? You just need a formal and an informal one. That's it. 2. At the absolute most. I mean, at the most, you could pull a fucking, like, Spanish and have a male and female version for you as well. I don't know if Spanish has a male and female version of you. I'm just gonna fucking say it does because I have male and female fucking versions of every fucking thing. Masculine and feminine versions. Right? I could see at the absolute most there being, what? 2 nondescript, 2 for male, 2 for female, making 6 total. But where'd the other fucking 3 come from? Why? Why? I'm pretty sure they have a derogatory one, which, sure, I could see. That's 7. But, like, I don't think Dutch isn't masculine feminine, is it? I don't remember. It's been a while since I've fucking used Dutch. It's been a while. It's been fucking 8 years. 8 years ago might as well not have fucking happened. Also, hi Alistair. I saw you go lurk. Like, I just, everything's so difficult for no fucking reason, and I don't like it. There's no feasible reason why life needs to be this fucking difficult, other than to simply spite your fucking children. Or spite your fucking enemy's children at this fucking rate. That's fucking more likely. Getting a job is basically impossible unless you have fucking outrageous levels of education and experience. You're not gonna get a job that isn't absolutely fucking terrible. Right? And then actually starting something is outrageously hard because it's so stupidly expensive. And you need the skill, you need the knowledge, and you need all this other bullshit, which just drives up the cost even more. Like, unironically, I don't think that you could start the tea company that I was fucking talking about without at least 15 million fucking dollars. And the knowledge to do so. And where to go and all this other bullshit. Right? It's so difficult. Like, you're not getting $15 million to start a company. Unless you're fucking... Unless you're Trump, you're not getting that kind of money. Let's see. It's also been made extremely difficult to get around, so you can't get from one place to another without either a large sum of money or being able to drive, which driving fucking sucks. I've said it a billion times and I'll say it a billion more. Driving is the worst form of fucking transportation in existence. Anyway, so to sum it up, you can't learn anything without a bunch of fucking hassle or money. You can't get anywhere without knowing how to drive or a bunch of money. You can't get a job without exorbitant amounts of... You can't get a job that doesn't make you want to fucking die without an exorbitant amount of experience and education. Right? You can't do anything. Like, I don't get it. How are you supposed to do fucking anything in the world without either exorbitant amounts of money or education and experience? Like, it's just dumb. That's why I stream, because you can't do fucking anything. I don't have the education to get a job that isn't the worst thing in the fucking world. But I play games, so might as well fucking stream them. There's no reason to not stream them. I've got the fucking internet speed. My computer's fucking decent enough to fucking handle it. Although I have to sell like all my fucking shit to afford a fucking computer nowadays. And I only got this computer from fucking government money, stimulus checks, which I didn't get 2 of the fucking 3 because it got deposited into an account that didn't exist. Like, isn't the purpose to civilization, isn't civilization's purpose supposed to be making life easier over time for the people living in it. Which, yeah, life is a hell of a lot easier for me than some random child in the middle of fucking Kenya. But it's like there's not been any notable improvement in the US for, as far as I am aware, the past 100 years, other than like the invention of the fucking a few things like the internet. If you got rid of the internet right now, and you got rid of just the internet, nothing else, life would be about the exact fucking same as it was in 1901. There's been no improvement. You still got people too scared to be themselves that they fucking sit there until they either die or are killed because someone found out. And you got other people just straight up being killed for fucking no reason because, oh, you're X and I don't like X. Fuck you. This is the worst timeline. And anyone who says otherwise is wrong. There is one worse, but like, of course that one's worse. But who gives a fuck? This one's bad too. Being slightly better isn't a win. Being second worst isn't a win. If you're in a competition for the lowest happiness in the world per person, right? And the US is only 13th lowest. That's not something to be fucking happy about. I believe that's actually the number. I could be wrong. That might be an old number. Right. You got fucking grifters like Elon Musk over there fucking selling people snake oil. The only good thing about any of Musk's companies that I've ever heard is literally their solar panels are nice. That's the only good thing I've ever heard about their companies. Everything else is Elon fucking grifting off someone else's idea. Or lying to people. What all is wrong and how to fix. One thing that's wrong is the US, in the US specifically, not the fucking world as a whole, because I don't know enough about the fucking world to fucking tell you, oh, the world's this shit because X. The world's shit, the US is shit because the US is stupid. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Like, for what reason would a country ever sell its rail line to a handful of private companies until they have no federal rails? You're not watching the Super Bowl? No, sports are stupid. Instead, I'm shit-talking the US. I've literally been sitting here ranting for an hour. Seriously though, why is everything harder than it needs to be? Literally, you could set everything up so that it's less than 100th of the effort and pain to do in the world. But nah. Money. If you have to wait 4.5 days on a call with someone to do one thing, then they make money because you just wasted your time and you didn't make money during that time. So that's how that works. It's not like fixing something takes like 3 seconds. Alright. I'm gonna say this. You know how people get their accounts stolen? On Twitch, on Discord, on Roblox, on fucking anything. It doesn't fucking matter. I brought up Roblox for a reason. You know how hard it is to get your account back on Discord? It is a bitch to get your account back on Discord. You have to wait forever. My friend who lost their account recently had to wait a month to get a response from Discord. Meanwhile, I waited a day. A full day. You wanna know how Roblox handles said shit? They send your email. One email. There's a button in said email. You click it, it reverts all the changes. Everything. Everything that the person who stole your account did. So your password is now back to what it was. Your email is back to what it was. You just need to change your password. Simple. Fucking one button. They didn't have to fucking have you call them. You didn't have to wait for a day or a week or a month. It's one button. If you lose that email, well, Google's is shit, because instead of like sending you basically the exact same thing on your phone or to your backup email, you have to then go through the painful process that Discord has basically to get that email back. The only way that someone can fully steal a Roblox account is they need to go in, steal the Roblox account, steal the email, steal the backup email, and they'd have to steal your phone just to get your one account. Which, if they're not fucking in the same, like, city as you, they're not going to be able to steal your phone. So you can always get your fucking Roblox account back pretty fucking easily. It's not that hard. So why is Discord so fucking archaic? Why is Discord's thing for getting your account back the equivalent of sitting there and praying to fucking God for rain? Discord is the single largest. It's like the single largest place for you to talk to your friends. TeamSpeak's fucking old as hell. It's still used for some things, but it is not the number one. I wouldn't even say TeamSpeak's number fucking 2. You would sooner just fucking talk to someone over fucking Steam than TeamSpeak. Because you gotta go out of your fucking way to use TeamSpeak. You gotta download that shit. You already have Steam, because if you play games that you're gonna use TeamSpeak on, you have Steam. You just have it, because that's where your fucking games are. Yeah, Steam could be better. Steam could have fucking bought out Discord and added it into their fucking system so that they have a semi-decent way of fucking talking to people. Which I think would be preferable to having Discord be a thing. Personally, I think having Steam not be the absolute worst market for actually talking to people would be nice. If you need the bank to do something, you have to sit there and wait for the bank to do said thing, which can take days, it can take weeks, it can take months for a bank to do something. Why do we not have an option to rescind shit? Yeah, it would probably be abused, and that's probably why it doesn't exist. But say you get scammed out of a bunch of money, let's say 500, $1,000 bucks, somewhere around there. Instead of waiting fucking a month and a half for the bank to get you your money back, why can't you just rescind that payment? I don't understand. It's not even... Okay. Since there are worst possible timelines, we don't live in the worst possible timeline. We live in the stupidest timeline. Everything is so stupidly laid out. The governments act really stupid. The companies act really stupid. The people act really stupid. Yeah. We got governments, companies, and people doing stupid bullshit. We got everything trying to get your money as hard as it fucking can. You got no way to do anything about anything. Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm gonna talk about the US more. At this point, I am convinced that at least half of the fucking voting pool are so outrageously stupid that they don't understand what is good and bad. Instead, they see someone that says, they see multi-billionaire say God, and then they go, ooh, yes, vote him. Or they see multi-billionaire say that they're not going to do anything about X, and then they vote for him. Well, they don't care about anything else that those multi-fucking billionaires say. I refuse to believe that those people are fucking real. There's no shot that half of the US population or more believe that it is best to just do nothing for anybody. I don't get it. I need to stop fucking ranting. There are people, and I know that they exist. I've seen them firsthand. There are people so stupid that they don't understand what a word means after you fucking tell them what it means. And then insist that the word means the exact opposite because fuck you. And I don't understand. I'm already happy with what we've done today. I know people that have joined the stream probably don't care. One second. I'm fucking tired. I'm tired of fucking talking. For someone who prefers to not talk, I sure fucking do talk a lot. I think I'm done. I have prior things to get to shortly, so I'm gonna go do Orc Cove and then call it. I got what I wanted done, and I ranted about bullshit for a bit. It's fine. I've done long streams the past few. Well, they haven't been long compared to some of my other streams, but like, they've been longer than this. You shouldn't enter this place yet. What? I thought that was just another exit. Yeah, my gear is breaking rapidly. But I was fighting for like an hour straight. Alright. I'm happy with what I got done. This was a rather short stream though. Yeah. I'm done. Le bon.